Here's a 2-1 pitch, and that's ripped into left field. Voit has delivered for the Yankees. LeMahieu digs around third. Going to second is Sanchez into third, and at second with a double for an RBI is Luke Voit, as he's put the Yankees on top here in London 1-0.
Well, that's the season in a nutshell for the Yankees, and the season in a nutshell so far for the Red Sox. Pop-up foul ball that could have been an out gave Voit another chance, and he has been outstanding with runners in scoring position, as has the entire team for the New York Yankees. And they jump out early here in London with the first RBI.
So obviously MLB history with every first and the first run batted in belongs to Luke Voit.
Every batter that comes up there, of course, has the opportunity to do damage. This Yankee lineup has cut down on strikeouts and has increased their home runs, making them doubly tough.
Here's one into right center field. It's going to get down and score a couple. Gregorius has delivered for New York. He is content with a 2-run double. 3-0 Yankees here in the first. Different continent. Still raking are the New York Yankees.
Yeah, unfortunately, Porcello was trying to make the great pitch this entire at bat with 2 strikes, and this one wasn't. Right down the middle, tried to go in and up, and he left it over the middle of the plate. And these Yankee hitters do not miss many mistakes.
Here is a 2-2, and that's down the left field line. Going to get down and score Gregorius to make it 4-0. Ball gets away from Benintendi. An RBI double either way, and the Yankees piling on here in the first inning. 4-0 New York.
Tried to get the ball in and again missed right down the middle. When you miss down the middle to this team, they don't always have to be homers, but they have been hits, and hits with runners on is a great number and stat to have, and the Yankees excel in that.
So now Encarnacion at second with Aaron Hicks digging his way into the batter's box. And they've seen now 33 pitches, and they see one launched back into right and gone. Aaron Hicks, the first MLB home run in Europe. And here on the 29th of June 2019, he takes the trip, and the Yankees lead by 6.
And the first inning has to be much better than it has been this year. Slow first innings every game, it seems like.
Devers hits a rocket pass Voit at first. Trickles into foul ground. Flying around third is Betts. You want action? We got action. 6-1. On an RBI double by Rafael Devers.
Well, that's great feeling for the Red Sox and the fans who have come here. 6-0 down, and a bullet hit past Voit. Didn't have time to really react. And because he deflected it, he slowed it down. A lot of distance. Judge has a cannon, but Betts' legs were much better. And the cannon didn't come into play as Betts scores easily from first. He's hoping this at bat extends a little bit further than the 2-strike no ball count he has on him right now.
Bases loaded. 1 out. 5-run lead for the Yankees. That's in the air to right. Judge is back and there to grab it. Tagging and scoring is Devers. And it's 6-2 on a sac fly to right by Vasquez.
2 people were happy at the same time. A great hit and great approach by Vasquez. Drives in the run.
Right side, base hit. Here comes Bogarts. No play. 6-3 game here in the first. For the first time, and this is the 100th time, 2,200 times the Yankees and Red Sox have played one another. First time on an artificial turf.
With 2 strikes, try to go right back up there.
2-2. Fly ball into center. Back at the wall. 5 for the cocktail vendor. And an early exit for the Yankees starter.
Wow. Breaking ball hitter, breaking ball pitch, straightaway center.
Gardner hits one into right field. Back at the wall. It is gone. Yankees back on top 8-6 on a 2-run shot by Brett Gardner.
And see, the guys that don't have the biggest swings are the ones that I think will handle the knuckleball the best. Gardner, pretty compact, power in. For a small guy, his power is going to be exactly what you saw, pull side. And he just waited back and smoked it with a 3-2 count.
Runners will take off. And that'll force home the 9th run of the game for the Yankees on a bases loaded walk.
Guy at the plate, LeMahieu, one of the best. We've already documented.
That is fair down the line, and these guys can run for days. 3 runs are going to score. LeMahieu into second, and the Yankees break it open for the second time. Bases clearing, 2-out double by DJ LeMahieu, absolutely red hot.
This is a slider that doesn't break, stays inside, allows him to pull the baseball. Now they're shifted way over because he rarely hits the ball in this position down on the ground. So that was going to be the big hit that clears the bases. And unfortunately, he has not been able to make a consistent pitch with his secondary stuff to this Yankee lineup. Can he repeat it? He hasn't shown that yet in this inning. It's been a long inning for him.
That's well hit to right, up and out. Judge, 14-6 with a 2-run shot. They blew a 6-run first inning lead. They now lead by 8. 3 innings later.
You could do a week's worth of 2-out hits and not come up with as many 2-out hits as both these teams combined in not even 4 innings yet. Just getting one more out has been difficult for each side.
5th, 8-run lead. And that's up the middle for another run for the Yankees. And another RBI for Didi Gregorius.
We already talked about Stanton and Judge being out most of the year. Didi being out.
Another hit for LeMahieu. Through the left side, 1 run scores. Here comes another. 2 more runs, and it's 16-6. We're in the east end of London as Jackie Bradley Jr. skies one into left at the wall. It's gone. And the Red Sox fans have a chance to cheer, and Jackie Bradley Jr., who's been hot since the calendar turned to June, has his 9th home run of the year and 3rd hit of the night.
Yeah, that's big for Jackie Bradley. Even a game that looks like they're going to lose, his emergence back into the lineup. He was really struggling the first quarter of the season, and you know, with a guy with the defensive skills that he possesses, if he can get anything offensively, what a weapon he becomes for the Red Sox.
Over Philly. Here's a high fly ball into left center field. Back at the wall. It is gone. More fireworks in London. And again, it's Michael Chavis with a 3-run home run. Having a jolly good time here in Great Britain.
Well, the funkiness of Cortez, dropping down on a left-hander sidearm might have a better impact, but when he dropped down to a guy who's already a good off-speed hitter, he's shaking his head going, you know, it's a good thought when you go and do it, and then you give up a 3-run homer and you go, what was I thinking?
Came up to the big club on June 8th. That is a diving stop by Gregorius. Base hit. Inning continues. A run scores.
Wow, what a play by Didi. The Yankees are going to want to maybe take a look at it, or at least ponder the thought of looking at it, but I thought he was safe when I first saw it live. This ball up the middle, and diving attempt. He gets up and throws the ball right on the money, but speed rewarded there.
Runner goes. Ball 4. In to score Betts. And the Red Sox are 1 run closer. That's into right field. 1 run scores. Going over to third and running gingerly and maybe injured is Bogaerts. And it's a 4-run game with second and third.
Devers at first base. Here's the stretch and the pitch. Swinging a shot out to right field deep. Judge is backing up on the track, looking up. It's over his head. It's gone. That's a 2-run homer. Xander Bogaerts strikes for the 16th time this season, and the Red Sox have the lead in London. An opposite field rocket over the head of Judge. That takes some doing. And the Sox lead it 2-0 in the first inning.
Here's J.D. Martinez now. Think closer to a conclusion. Oh, Martinez has just gone back-to-back for Boston.
18 home runs for J.D. and just crushed that ball deep into the bleachers in right center field.
Christian Vasquez to the opposite field. Judge back on this one, and this one is gone. Oh man, picking up right where they left off yesterday. Three first-inning homers for the Red Sox. The bases are loaded with nobody out. All set up for Gio Urshela, who was 1 for 2 yesterday as a non-starter. Rolled out to short, fumbled there. Bogaerts threw Nunez, little shovel pass in the dirt. A run scores, and the Red Sox get only 1 out in doing so.
And nothing you can do here. I mean, even a perfect throw. Nunez picks it up. He hit it too softly, and Urshela runs too well. So no harm, no foul. You still have the double play in order with Brett Gardner coming out. Oh, he's licking the bat.
Little Yasiel Puig.
Gardner homered yesterday and is looking at a 1-0. Swung on, lined hard to second, base hit as it ate up Nunez. Scoring is Didi, holding at second Urshela. It's a base hit and an RBI for Gardner, and the Yankees are right back in the game. It's 4-2.
94 miles an hour, off the bat over 100 miles. And if Nunez makes the front part of this play, then it's a routine double play. Look out. Base hit, RBI all the way for Brett Gardner.
Gary Sanchez waits next. Into right field. Here comes LeMahieu easily. Judge being held at third, and here come the Yankees in the 7th.
And here is Sanchez with second and third and no one out.
Sanchez with a 2-strike count comes through into left field. Judge scores. Hicks scores, and the Yankees have taken their first lead of the game.
Sanchez at third, Encarnacion at second. Gleyber Torres at first. Only 1 man out. 3 runs are in.
Urshela fights one off and dumps it into left center field. Sanchez scores, Encarnacion right behind him, and it's 7-4 New York. Reloads the bases with only 1 away. Into the opposite corner. It'll get away from Betts and bounce around. It's going to bounce over the fence and will likely be ruled a double off the bat of LeMahieu, and the Red Sox catch a break because that would have cleared the bases. Hicks to the opposite field. Betts has got it at the track. It'll tag and score Gardner.
2-2 coming to Gary. And he hits a ground ball to first, and it goes right through the legs of Chavis. Chavis flips. No, he doesn't flip to anyone. Sanchez is safe. LeMahieu scores. That's an E3. And the Yankees have scored 9 in the inning and have an 11-4 lead. A simple ground ball went right through the wickets of Chavis. 1-1 to Didi. Swung on and rocketed to deep right center. It is high. It is far. It is gone. Yes, indeedy. This is the dawning of the age of Gregorius. He homers to right center, and the Yankees take a 12-4 lead.
And you thought the streak was over, John Sterling.
Feeling almost like a home crowd because he has so many relatives, people that he knows not too far over in the Netherlands where he was born in Amsterdam. Some real excitement even coming into this series, but taking this fastball. I'll tell you what, Mookie Betts out in right field didn't even move. He gave it the over the shoulder. This is a bomb off the bat. Definitely over probably 105, 110 miles an hour exit velocity.
A comfortable 8-run Yankee lead in the last of the 8th with 2 gone.
Oh,
Vasquez with another flare. It's going to bring in a couple of runs. You know, nothing hit particularly hard this inning, but very effective. 12-6 New York.
He hit it like he threw it. A soft slider. And just perfect placement. Like a wedge, a wand in his hand. I mean, just beautiful half swing, a little wedge there, like a balata on a green. Bite.
I know George was barefoot. Oh, there's another knock. This is getting interesting. And that's going to split the gap. And could score 2. Bradley's being held, however.
And that should be his last hitter. Britton should be coming in the game right now.
On cue, Alex, here comes Aaron Boone, and yes, they're making the change. A 3-run rally by the Red Sox late have given them a puncher's chance in this ball game.
I could not snap it. I could not get it to move the way I normally do.
Travis hits the hole. Another run scores. Hey, this is officially interesting now. 12-8 New York.
Here's a sinker. Base hit, beats him to the spot, gets through RBI. And right now, if Chapman came into the game right now as he's starting to warm up and start loosening up, this is a safe situation. Not for Britton, because he inherited runners,